So we're gonna be hitting the 40s come the end of the week.
Well, like I said, Jack Frost didn't show up for Christmas, but he
is
going to be there for January.
He is working some overtime. Yes. That is for sure. We, I was reading in the paper, and it's actually on the front page this morning. I don't know if you can make that out. This is the Duck River Dam that they've been working on here in town. And it's a funny story because they had said that it would take months to fill this thing up.
Actually, I got you right here. For me being from Fairview, I was actually there when they were building it. They said that river right there would not be filled up until either August or November.
Right.
People, it is not even 2016. That dam is almost halfway.
It's almost full. Yeah, that's so crazy. That just shows you how much rain we got. In some places we got at least 9 inches from what Dennis was telling me, and that's just
it's crazy.
ridiculous.
Even yesterday we got maybe 2 or 3 inches.
Yeah,
and there were still houses that were still getting flooded. There's 4 more roads in Fairview, 2 more roads out towards Decatur that are completely shut off because there's no roads.
Yeah, because of the way that the water washed away under the so that's just, man, and if you guys are having some road issues, definitely call in. Our county commissioners are I'm sure are working a little bit of overtime on this issue, but let's go ahead and jump right into things this morning. Our sponsor of the day today is Dairy Queen, and I want you to just take a look at this ad because you're going to have to memorize some stuff off of it and call in later on to win these great prizes. We have a Cullman Day Pass Aquatic Center pass for 6 people. We also have a Chick-fil-A Choose Your Meal. It's either a sandwich or a nugget combo. So go ahead and call in when we have those ready to, I guess when we ask the question, and there is that slide for the Chick-fil-A Choose Your Meal. And later on in the show, we're going to ask you about who that sponsor of the day was, and you can go on Facebook and find that out. But we also just told you, so no need to go on to Facebook when you can just call in a little bit and tell us.
Exactly, and plus also with Dairy Queen being our sponsor of the day, and tomorrow being the big day, the big Alabama day, the big Auburn day.
Yeah,
everybody go out and go to Dairy Queen. Get some chicken fingers, some hamburgers, help out. Go get some good wings and stuff. And I've also heard that Bojangles is having their Texas Pete hot sauce wings, and their barbecue wings, 50 cents a piece.
Hey, there you go.
go.
Well, I saw a funny thing this morning, and I do not remember. Do you know where Alabama's practicing in Texas right now?
The Dallas Cowboy Stadium, and Auburn's at Hoovers. I don't care the way
Hoover High School. That's where Auburn's practicing.
Everybody's wanting to make fun of Auburn. I don't care what anybody says. Legion Field has a lot of history behind it, especially coming from when Alabama and Auburn first got together, and plus it being UAB's field.
I'll tell you.
So there's a lot of historic behind that. Everybody's upset, but I'm like this. The kids that can't afford to go to the big games.
I'm telling you, this would be a good one. Yeah, I mean, if I was an Alabama fan, even if they were playing this bowl game, I would be going down to the Legion Field to watch
Either
them.
way, I'm going down, and next year I'm going to the championship in Atlanta. Hopefully, Alabama, Auburn's there, and SEC teams there, but hopefully we get a chance to do that.
Yeah, that would be really neat. Well, we have a great special guest with us today. We actually have a really neat clip. Back in November, we had the pleasure of meeting Brigadier General Bob Stewart. He has been in the military for a very long time, and one of his accolades that he has is that he was an astronaut. And on movies, when the astronauts have those jet propulsion things in air, and they have the two handles, and they hit the buttons, and it propels them through space.
Like Armageddon.
Yes. Bob Stewart was actually literally the first person to use one of those in space flight, an untethered spacewalk. He was the first one to not be tied off to the spaceship and to go out and do a spacewalk and come back.
So he could have just ventured off and never came back.
Yeah, he sure could. It could have been a lot worse than it ended up being. But this is some footage. He was able to take 2 space flights, and this is some footage from his first space flight that he took. He was stationed here in Alabama for a little while, doing some Army things, and he's just a really interesting guy to talk to. But you're going to hear his voice talking about some of the preparation work that they did before they went into space. So we're going to go to commercial break right now, and we're gonna show you this video that Mr. Kim Brown of the VFW shared with us, and we hope you enjoy it. And we'll be back in just a little bit.
Fire, accident, storm. They all happen in Cullman County, and for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with companies like Auto Owners, State Auto, and Southern Guarantee. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Nelda. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat. With classic bolognese behind you, there are racks of lamb ahead. There are tartlets to take on, and crazy knife skills to perfect. There is you and your muse, the appliance brand more chefs choose. Chefs choose KitchenAid for their homes more than any other brand. And when every machine does incredible things, there's so much more to make.
The night before launch, going out launch morning, after a breakfast, everybody anxious to get strapped into the vehicle. We did have to get used to getting up very early to support the early schedule. Coming up to thrust, 3 main engines igniting, 1.5 pounds of thrust roughly here, then plus the SRBs, 4.4 million pounds of vehicle pushed by roughly 7 million pounds of thrust. It was an exciting ride for us. There was a lot of racket, shake, rattle, and roll here. Very rapid turn, or roll maneuver, that is, to head downrange. I think everybody really enjoyed this first stage flight.
That's the camera doing that. That wasn't us.
Sort of thing you'd like to do over and over again, believe me, this going into orbit.
You keep doing some of that.
Here we have some in-cabin scenes. On the right is our little computer Spock that told us where we were over the ground at all times. Bob is working with that. At the same time, drinking out of a drink bag.
Flight.
This is preparation for EVA. Go ahead.
Yeah, here we are preparing for EVA, having done the liquid cooling and ventilation garments. In space, you put your pants on both legs at the same time. We've got that on another movie camera, but not in this footage. The hatch leads into the airlock, which is a structure about 5 feet in diameter and 6 feet high. that can be depressurized independently of the main cabin and has another hatch on the backside that leads out into the payload bay that you'll see in a couple of minutes. There's Bob applying an anti-fog to the inside of his helmet.
This is the view looking from the airlock out into...
This is coming out the hatch. That was the outer thermal hatch, the inner one having, the structural hatch having been opened a few minutes earlier. Basically, we came out and picked up a 35-foot self-tending tether reel right above the hatch, the task you see me doing here, and then separated left and right to start on our respective tasks. My first task was getting the port side MMU ready to fly and checking it out and starting into a check flight, followed by some translations up and down the payload bay and some longer range translations. The light on the back of the MMU is a locator light in case we got to flying around in the darkness, so Vance could keep an eye on where we were. Basically, we were very pleased with the way the MMU handled. It was very much like the simulations at the Martin Company in Denver, except that we did find that when translating with the attitude hull system activated, since we had built it to conserve propellant by turning some of the thrusters off, if you started to pick up a rotational rate, this hadn't been modeled in detail in the simulator. You got an averaged response, and of course here you could feel every little thruster coming on and off. But other than that, the flying characteristics were virtually identical to the simulator, and of course here we had complete freedom to turn somersaults and maneuver about all three rotational axes, and actually the orbital mechanics were much more realistic, and of course the quality of the visuals, that is the scene, was a lot higher here than in any simulator. Here I am, I guess, backing out to 150 feet, coming back in, and then out to 300 and coming back in. This is approximately the same sort of translation that the folks on the next mission, the Solar Maximum repair mission, will be faced with in moving from the orbiter over to the Solar Maximum spacecraft.
It was interesting seeing Bob and Bruce go out to 300 yards. We had some qualms about it before the flight. We were concerned to have a naturally human being out that far untethered, but we had backup procedures to go get them if anything went wrong with their equipment. So by the time flight came along, we were quite happy with the idea, and it turned out to be not bad. And the night before launch,
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Have you been online to see our brand new website? Go to mycolemantv.com. There you can find links to see a live stream, notes from today's shows. You can meet our sponsors and even meet us here at the station. But don't forget about that Meet the Sponsors link. There you can see advertisements from the sponsors that help keep us on the air. You can also click on the links to go to these sponsors' web pages. My Cullman Television. Let's discover Cullman together.
Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Cullman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
We actually, first of all, I hope you enjoyed that little clip. It's a lot of interesting information being tossed at you. But now we're going to do one of the coolest parts of the show to me. It's one where we talk about the local merchants here in the area. We like to call it Discover Cullman. And keep your eyes open for our sponsor of the day slide. We might ask you a question about it in just a second. We're going to start off this morning with Tires for Less. They offer oil changes, minor engine repair, shocks and brakes and alignments. They are more than just tires. They're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5. Come see Greg and the guys just past 157.
Mad Dog's Mike's Famous Barbecue featuring the $15.99 family barbecue meal. 1 pound of meat, 2 16-ounce size 4 buns located inside the Berlin Quick Stop. Come see Mad Dog Mike, 256-775-4333.
Yeah, he's got some great barbecue. And Chick-fil-A of Cullman, their hours are Monday through Thursday, 6 to 9, and Friday through Saturday, 6 to 10. They're open an extra hour on those days. They're of course, closed on Sundays. You can call them at the number on the screen, and you can find them on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Go get those good chicken biscuits, man.
Yeah, that's making me hungry.
I know. O.F. Richter and Son, Inc., Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday from 7 a.m. to noon. Call 256-734-0582. They also have Benjamin Moore paint.
I know. Game day platters, they are at Dairy Queen. They offer a bunch of different, game day. We have a couple more here coming up football-wise. But don't forget those are still offered after. They have a happy hour from 3 to 5, and all drinks are half off at both locations. So go and check out Dairy Queen today. They also have great ice cream.
Love their ice cream. Love it. Grand Point Pharmacy's Coffee and Gives. For a limited time, get a $5 rebate with a purchase of a case knife in stock.
All right, and those are our Discover Cullman slides today. Our question for everyone, just a little hint. Again, we told you at the beginning of the show, make sure you keep in tune at the beginning of every show, because we tell you who the sponsor of the day is so that you can call in and win either that Chick-fil-A prize or the Cullman Wellness and Aquatic, and the Cullman Wellness and Aquatic Center. You get both prizes. So today our hint is which one of our sponsors is known for their ice cream and their blizzards?
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one, I'm sure. So think about it and give us a call at the number at the bottom of the screen, 734-7399. Who is known for their ice cream and blizzards? Call in, get that Wellness and Aquatic Center pass, go and enjoy all the amenities that are offered there, as well as the Chick-fil-A Choose Your Treat. So, go ahead and call in. Now it's time for a great part of the show that we all love here at the station. It's the weather. I'm sure everybody's curious about that. It's time to make the switch to Mitch Smith Chevrolet, located on Cherokee Avenue. Our almanac today is looking a little bit like this for the 29th of December. The average high is 63 degrees, the record being set at 74 degrees in 1928. The average low, 41, with the record being set at 15 degrees in 1977. Sunset tonight at 4:40 and sunrise tomorrow around 5-6. I didn't catch it. There's the radar for the southeast. As you can see, that rain is moving out of the area. We will not have as much rain, but we do have a little percentage tomorrow. Today, the high is 60%. tonight. The low is 48 with a 20% chance of rain tonight, 60% chance tomorrow with a high of 56 degrees. Looking at the extended forecast, it is going to get cold down into the 40s. There you can see we're looking at 55 on Thursday, 46 degrees on Friday. Getting a little bit warmer as the week goes on, but again, we do expect cooler temperatures moving into January and February coming at the beginning of the year. But that rain is, of course, moving out. We are pretty much done with that, I think, other than the 60% chance tomorrow. But I don't think, looking at the radar, it's not looking like we're going to have an onslaught of rain like we have the past couple of days here. I know a lot of people have suffered damage from that and continue actually to suffer from those damages. So.
This is what's really going to get scary. People don't think about this, but think about this. It just rained. Friday it's dropping to 30 degrees.
30 degrees.
The next night it's 29 degrees.
Yeah.
The next night it's 31 degrees. We just had a massive flood and it's going to freeze.
Yeah,
let that sink in for just a good minute.
Hopefully it doesn't cause too much trouble, but you never know.
True.
I'm not a meteorologist, but that don't sound good to me.
Oh no. All right, let's get to my favorite time in sports today. We're going to see California and Air Force Day about 12 o'clock. Cal 7-5, Air Force 8-5. Yesterday, Navy won, so congratulations.
Hey, congratulations to them.
Keanu Reeves
Keanu Reeves of The Matrix, right?
No, he played in The Replacements, and I watched that movie this morning
right.
at 4 o'clock. So I got Keanu Reeves on my mind, which is bad.
That's funny.
But anyways, Reeves, I can't remember his first name, set the NCAA rushing record, for 4,900 and 595 yards.
Wow, as a quarterback.
A Navy quarterback.
Yeah.
So what's going to be interesting to see today is how Air Force goes off that from them both being from Academy. So I'm going, everybody's got Cal. I'm going with Air Force because that triple option attack, nobody's seen that coming yesterday out of Navy. They put up 48 points on Pitt. Pitt only had 21, but it was a real close game.
Yeah.
This one, if you're going to Buffalo Wild Wings, if you want to hang out with me today, this will be the game I will be at today at B-Dubs. You're going to see North Carolina and Baylor. Baylor is picked to lose by 3. North Carolina at 11-2. Baylor at 9-3. I'm going North Carolina because their quarterback situation. They have a 4th-string quarterback who is a cannon. I don't know where they got this kid from. I think they put him back from receiver to quarterback. This kid can throw the football.
Right.
Carolina, touchdown. I'm going Nevada, Colorado State. Colorado State's got a good running back. Nevada's 6-6. Colorado State 7-5. I'll go Colorado State by 4 points. Last game of the day will be LSU at 8-3. Texas Tech at 7-5. LSU's favored by 7, but LSU's got a really good defense, and I think Leonard Fournette's tired, and plus they want to come out and show Les Miles that they appreciate him coming back and not getting fired. This is going to be LSU's coming out party, so I'm going to go with 14 plus in this one.
Hey, I look forward to that game. Every year I root for the SEC. Now we haven't really been doing that great the last couple of years.
Actually,
in
if
the
you
bowl
look at
games.
this is the first SEC game to be played. First. Next will be tomorrow with Auburn. Then the next day will be Bama. I mean, there's going to be more Christmas Eve, but the main ones around here. Mississippi State plays tomorrow too at Auburn plays at 11. So 4 hours from that, probably about 6, I guess.
Right.
You'd say somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So
hopefully the SEC is able to pull out some wins. I'm kind of tired of people being like the SEC's all talk, they can't win bowl games.
Well, that's the reason. If you look at it, that's the reason we had almost 3 teams in the college playoffs, and if you look, we've got one now that could bring a national championship back home. And if you look at it, 8 of the 10 teams out of the SEC made a bowl game.
Yeah.
If you really want to talk,
I'm telling you. We'll find out. Hopefully they can live up to the hype, unlike the past couple of years. Well, do not go away. We're going to come back with our community billboard segment right after this. So we'll see you soon.
Accident, storm. They all happen in Cullman County, and for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with companies like Auto Owners, State Auto, and Southern Guarantee. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Nelda. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference.
With classic bolognese behind you, there are racks of lamb ahead. There are tartlets to take on, and crazy knife skills to perfect. There is you and your muse, the appliance brand more chefs choose. Chefs choose KitchenAid for their homes more than any other brand. And when every machine does incredible things, there's so much more to make.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That moment?
It was a moment that changed my life. I'd been training with my team for months, and now we had been called up for the first time. The real deal. Wildfires were getting dangerously close to homes. At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is to my community.
See how the Guard can be an important part of your life at NationalGuard.com.
Get away with it. There's no way.
Programs in Alabama's hottest job fields. Every year this decade, almost 3,800 new workers will enter these fields. Will you be one of them? Be one of us. Get an
And we are now going to go into our community billboard segment, and we're sponsored by Pepsi. Don't forget the Red Door Coat project that's going on right now. They are asking for warm coats for neighbors. It's a project to collect donations of new or like new coats. You can drop off all sizes from toddler to adult. So go and see them over at the Red Door Art Cafe today. And if you have any community billboards, don't hesitate to send them in. You can visit our webpage, or you can email us at mycolemantv@gmail.com. Call us or like us on Facebook. And of course, we are sponsored by Pepsi. Wishing you a happy birthday today, Miss Sonia Whiting. Happy birthday to you. We hope it's a great day. And don't forget to tune in on Friday to see who our winner is of the ice cream cake that we give away from Dairy Queen. And if you have an anniversary, send in that $15 gift certificate from the Candle Garden.
And our sponsor of the day today was Dairy Queen. So go out and get those great blizzards.
Yeah.
That's so hard to figure out. So hard.
Ice cream and blizzards. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. We are on there, and we do love hearing from you. It's so important for us to stay a part of the community in the way of you giving us feedback, telling us what you like, telling us what you don't like, telling us what you'd like to see. So use our Facebook page, use our web page, use our email address, call us here at the station. Let us know what we can do to help make this more a part of the community. Help us know what can help us help you.
Right. And if you would love to be on the TV show or something, or if you've got a fascinating story, something that's changed your life, or something you've went off and done and you would love to be on the show, just call us and we'll see if we can set you up and see what we can do.
If you have a business or something like that, we love featuring businesses here on the show. So don't hesitate to call us and let us know about that. Well, we've had a great show today. It has been lots of fun. We got to see that video from General Bob Stewart and talk about football and whatnot. I guess you'll be at B-Dub. You're going right now. Walking out the door and heading over there.
No, B-Dubs don't open until 10 years. You'll see me there until probably about 2 or 3.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today. As always, my name is Joel Burks.
And I'm Dakota Bailey.
And everybody here at My Coleman Television hopes that you have a great day.